What is going on, guys? Welcome to episode number 16 of our Texas Rangers franchise. In this one, we are taking on the Detroit Tigers. We got Shelby Miller going out on the mound against Casey Mize. So he's on a fast track to the major leagues, at least according to MLB The Show. I hope that that's a real-life thing because I am a Detroit Tigers guy. Hopefully that he does make it to the big league club in 2020, maybe 2021. I would assume that that's probably the trajectory, but you know what? He couldn't get here fast enough. Couldn't get here fast enough. All right, let's take a look at Shelby Miller. He's got that 3.43 ERA, pitching pretty decently, but he does give up a double right here to Harold Castro, who actually got kind of lucky there because of that dirt cutout by the foul line. It just kept going and going and going, just rolling. No grass to stop it right there. So he does get that double. We do get Castellanos to ground out. Now Miguel Cabrera comes up, takes a curveball. And this seems like it should be an easy fly ball, right? But Mazara can't get to it. He dives. And Cabrera is going to get an RBI double with that oh-so-blazing speed of 4. How's that even possible? How's it even possible? I want to know what the grading scale for speed is in this game, because if Miguel Cabrera has a 4 speed, I might have a 10. Okay, like, my goodness. I know he's slow, but dang almighty. All right, so the Tigers get one early run, and it's 1-0, so Casey Mize has a lead. He's had 7 starts so far on the season, and he doesn't have a win to show for it. So he is shooting for his first major league win ever in his early career, and it looks like he's getting started really, really nicely, as he's only got 7 pitches so far against this Rangers offense, and Andrews sends a long fly ball out to left, but Mikey Matuk going to make that play, and only 8 pitches. It took him 8 pitches to get out of the first inning against our 1, 2, and 3. So I'd say he's looking pretty decent, and I do like that windup he's got going on too. So we got to figure him out so that we don't lose to the Rook. We can't lose to the Rookie. We're trying to make the playoffs this season. Grayson Griner up, and he gets a pop-up, and Guzman and Shelby Miller. Shelby Miller tried to take charge, but Guzman's like, no, bro. That's all mine. That's all mine. Here's a ground ball back to Candelario, over to Goodrum, back to first. To Tyler Austin, a new addition for the Tigers there at first base. So Rangers can't get anything done. We're going to jump over to the top of the 4th as Matuk strikes out. Christian Stewart strikes out. So 2 strikeouts on that inning for Shelby Miller, and again, he's pitching pretty decent. So he's kind of calmed down after that first inning, a little bit of a blunder there. Casey Mize, though, going to come back, and he's doing his thing here. He's going to strike out Rougned Odor. And then Joey Gallo going to get a base hit. Line drive back to center field. That was a pretty interesting pitch, though, how he took that to center field. It was a little low and outside, but he was still able to, get it out there and get a nice swing on it. So base hit for Gallo, but nothing doing for the Rangers. Let's go to the top of the 5th. Now we have runners on the corner as Chris Owings could not grab that line drive right back at him. Here is Castellanos, who's going to get a single, maybe a double. Yep, he is going to go for 2 here. Mazara does cut it off and get it back into Odor, but a run is going to score. So RBI double for Castellanos, and the Tigers now up 2-0. Cabrera comes up, and he's going to hit a long fly ball that's got a little bit of carry to it, but it looks like Gallo's going to take care of it. He does in foul territory. So the Tigers get another run, and the Rangers find themselves down 2-0 here. Bottom of the 5th. Casey Mize going to strike out Chris Owings. Look at this pitch. Couldn't even make up his mind. He's like, I don't know if it's swinging or not. Here's Ronald Guzman up. He's got an 0-2 count, and Mize just loses control on it. He's going to hit Guzman, and Guzman's staring him down. I don't know, man. Don't stare down the rookie. Come on. You're better than that. I don't think he meant to do that. So we do get a base hit into right center field. Falefa is going to score Guzman, and it's going to be 2-1. So an RBI triple that had to be in the most perfect spot where the defense wasn't playing them. And we do get an RBI, so we get a run back. Candelario throws Tyler Austin off the bag. Oh, no. And this is what separates good teams from bad teams, guys. Candelario just got a little loosey-goosey with that throw, and it's going to allow the Rangers to tie this game. And Shelby Miller in the top of the 6th going to strike out Christian Stewart for the end of the inning. Full count here to Nelson Cruz. Is he going to be able to get a walk? Oh, he gets a pitch he can handle. Line drive over Castellanos' head, and it's over the wall just barely. And Cruz is going to get his solo home run number 8. Number 8 on the season. And it's going to be a 3-2 game in the bottom of the 6th. So 0-2. Mazzara also gets hit. So now you got to ask yourself, is it just control or is it him getting pissed off? And I'm assuming it's all control related. So we're not looking to hit anybody. If he hits somebody late, if he's still pitching, he's got 81 pitches through 6 innings right now, then we might consider we have to defend our players, right? We got to defend our batters. But Guzman going to fly out to Christian Stewart in center field, and Candelario comes up in the top of 7. Shelby Miller's still out there. Oh, hit the wall. It does not. It gets over the wall, and Candelario hits his 6th on the season, and he's going to tie the game. So he makes up for his error that allowed the Rangers to tie. He's going to hit a home run to tie it. So Lewis Coleman coming on to relieve Casey Mize in the bottom of the 7th. The pitch count must have gotten a little bit too high, but he's not going to be nearly as effective right here as he walks the leadoff batter, Kiner Falefa. And now we notice that Hardy and Norris are in the bullpen for the Tigers, trying to figure out who's going to pitch against Joey Gallo. That's pretty much what we're looking at, or Rougned Odor. We see DeShields up here. He's already got a 2-0 count from Lewis Coleman. So he's showing some major control issues, is Coleman. So 2-0 count, gets a little 84 mile an hour. Not sure what that was. Maybe a cut fastball, maybe a change-up curveball type of thing. But it does cross the plate for a 2-1 count. We're looking to bunt here, though, because nobody is playing DeShields correctly there. And look at this. He misses the tag from Cabrera. Is he safe? The umpire calls him out. Oh, look at this one more time. Cabrera makes a great play, and Coleman right over the top of DeShields' head makes that catch and it makes the tag for the out. But check this out. Rougned Odor goes, what, guys? Big time boosh for his 9th on the season, and now the Rangers are taking a 2-run lead here in the bottom of the 7th. What a clutch home run. You can't leave a slider like that right over the heart of the plate to lefties. You just can't do it. Maybe it's just because I like hitting sliders, guys. Even if a righty was up, I just love hitting sliders. So there's a base hit to Elvis Andrus, and he's going to go for 2. Oh my goodness, he's going to go for 2, and Castellanos just throws a little bit wide for Castro, who's covering second, and Coleman looks on like, I can't get any help here right now. 1 down, 3-0 count, and Gallo's going to swing. Oh man. Oh jeez. Yeah, you guys might be asking yourselves, like, why would you swing on 3-0? Well, it's because it's Joey Gallo. And Lewis Coleman was struggling. But he's going to strike out Nelson Cruz here. But we do get those 2 runs off that 2-run home run by Odor. Top of the 8th, Castellanos and the Tigers trying to do their best to make a comeback. And it looks like they are going to do everything they can in order to get that started, as he gets a leadoff double. Cabrera strikes out on a 2-2 count. Fastball inside. Tyler Austin, ground ball up to Odor. Set your feet, dude. You didn't have to make that throw yet. Oh, that's iffy, man. That's scary. An error on that would have been terrible to let the Tigers back in. But fly ball out here to DeShields, going to make the play. So we go into the bottom of the 8th looking for some insurance runs. Runner already on first base. We go with Patrick Wisdom to pinch hit for Ronald Guzman, since Danny Norris, the lefty, is up. Lefty on lefty. Don't like that matchup too much. He's going to fly out to Castellanos and right. Kiner Falefa comes up, and he gets a pitch right down the middle. This is going deep. It's right over Stewart's head, and check it out. We are sending the runner from first all the way to home, and guys, Mazzara is going to score. It's going to be 6-3 here in the bottom of the 8th, so we are continuing just to tack on runs on the Tigers bullpen right now. Base hit for DeShields. We are rounding third and headed for home. Kiner Falefa off of Castellanos' arm. He's going to be in. 7-3, guys, in the bottom of the 8th. So DeShields comes through, and now we are turning to the closer, Jose Leclerc, who has kind of turned it around a little bit as of late. So it's really good to see that he's been able to knock that ERA down. He's converting his save opportunities. It's nice. It's nice to see that those early season struggles are now starting to go away. So they're subsiding a little bit. We have 2 outs on 4 pitches. 5th pitch. It only took him 5 pitches to get the Tigers out of this inning and end the game. 7-3 final score, guys. Your Texas Rangers are winners today on this Sunday. All right, so guys, leave a like for the Texas Rangers W. But this video is not over yet. We got a box score to cover. We got some stats updates to cover. It's simulated a little bit further into this month. We got to check out some standings too, guys. Looking at the box score, looking at the offensive production. Kiner Falefa had that 2-hit day. Everybody else got their 1 hit, but made it count. Cruz hit a home run. Odor hit a home run. Had a lot of RBIs today. As we simulate a little bit further, we are only a half game back from the Seattle Mariners. We are 7-3 in our last 10 games. So you guys can see that Seattle series was really crucial for the AL West standings right now. We did pick it up there. We got a 5-game winning streak, lost to Baltimore on a Saturday, beat them on a Sunday, and that was the last game that the Rangers had played until going 27-27. But for that 4-game series against Seattle, we only won 1 game. That might come back to bite us a little bit. But looking at some stats updates for you guys, Roger Ashley is now in the AAA level. I have no intentions of calling him up this season to the major league level whatsoever as a rookie, as a first-year professional. I just can't do it. I can't bring myself to do it. I want to keep that service clock and that MLB service clock down as much as possible. Okay, I don't want to bring him up and start that service clock, especially being that young. And with that potential, he's going to get good, and he's going to get good fast. And quite frankly, I want to be able to sign him to a long-term deal that's cheap. Because he's going to get good, he's going to get good fast, he's going to demand a lot of money. So there's some stats updates for you guys as far as starting pitching goes. Looking at the relief options here, Mike Morin still pitching well, Chris Rusin pitching well with a 1.4, Aaron Loop with a 1.06, Chris Martin with a 1.23. Guys, the bullpen for the Rangers is what's really helping this team out. Seriously, Rafael Montero has a 2. Sean Kelly, though, with a 6. That's not too good. That's not too good. It might be with limited opportunity, though, limited innings. But, yeah, the bullpen, the starting pitching has been really solid for us this season. We got Jose Leclerc, like we talked about. It's got 13 saves now in the year. Remember the last time that we had a stats update on him, he had those 3 blown saves? Well, it stayed at 3. So he's actually doing pretty well and picking himself back up. Josh Torres down in the AA level is pitching well too. Not getting in a lot of save opportunities just because Medina is mostly taking those opportunities away from him. But as a setup guy, he's pitching pretty decent. Jose Trevino, not doing too hot. Only 45 at bats, 178. He's more of a defensive-minded guy. Anyway, 277 for Mabrys Valoria. I like what I'm seeing out of him. Hopefully, maybe he could kind of replace Kiner Falefa as our catcher. Maybe we can move Kiner Falefa over to third, because I know we got some third base issues that I would like to solve eventually. I was really high on, Wisdom getting better and Josh Fuentes getting better, but it doesn't seem like that's happening right now. Nathaniel Lowe gets the call up to AAA, and he's still continuing to hit. He's continuing to kill it right now. Ronald Guzman is out for 1 to 2 months, and that injury had just happened a couple games before our very last one against Baltimore. So he's going to be out for a little while, which means that Fuentes and Wisdom are going to start splitting some time here at third and first base on the corners. But Patrick Wisdom is now better overall than Fuentes is. But it's nice to see that these guys are getting a little bit of a boost from where they were before. They were both at a 70. Even Patrick Wisdom was down like in 68, 69. But Fuentes holding his own at 248, Wisdom 267. Limited action for Wisdom. Both guys they're solid, right? They're solid contributors. Chester Cuthbert playing pretty well at a 66 overall down in AAA. I don't have any intention of calling him up to take any at-bats away from those guys. But Tyler Frank down in AA, still doing pretty well. That 58 overall just still not moving, which is understandable, I know that that's the situation with a C potential. It's going to be really slow growing. But I would really like to see, his overall start to take off a little bit, and maybe he can challenge for a backup role, maybe just be a starting AAA type of third baseman, and he'd be kind of an emergency call-up type of guy. But Lyle Riley doing well. Reynel Delgado, at that single A level, he's moving on up in the overall rating. I'd like to move him up to double A because Seiss is not doing very well. He's hitting in the 100s. Michael De Leon, again, he doesn't have a lot of potential, only with that C. He's hitting 227. Only 3 basis points in overall difference between him and Delgado. It just seems to make more sense to get that guy, to get Reynel up into that Double-A system to start playing and start getting that potential up even quicker than just sitting there in Single-A in development league. So with the injury to Ronald Guzman, I'm going to call up Zach Granite because we do need another outfielder. You know, despite what you guys may think, Chris Owings is not mostly playing outfield for me. He's mostly playing like the infield spots, you know, back up second, back up short, back up third. And, you know, if he's swinging the bat better as a third baseman, I'd like to keep him at third and then move Patrick Wisdom over to first, which keeps Gallo in left, which means I don't have to use Zach Granite unless he needs a day off. So honestly, that's what we're looking at as far as like the roster goes and the lineup, but everything's looking pretty good, guys, at 27 and 27. I hope we get hot here soon. We can make a run, but I will get into some scouting on Thursday. Leave a like if you like this thing, guys. I will catch you on Thursday. And if you're new to the channel, make sure you hit that red button for subscribe or my logo in the bottom right-hand corner. We will be taking on the St. Louis Cardinals in the next upload against Michael Wacha. Cody Anderson against Wacha. I'll see you guys in the next one. As always, peace.